How's it going, guys? Mecha-san here, and earlier today, on October 24th, we received news from Rooster Teeth about, well, Genlock here right now. So, yeah, Genlock people, as many of you guys know, I loved Genlock here. Not just the reactions here, I did like the whole episode recap here, similar to what Murder Birds did for Ruby. A recap, just bringing up everything. And sadly, though, due to life issues, I had to stop early. But yeah, I love it. I love it. I pretty much seen it as much as I can here. I'm reading the comic book right now. I saw it when it was premiering on Toonami here. I was even talking about it on my Discord, all the various cuts they did and everything, just criticizing it like all hell. Except one episode which I missed because I was live streaming and just lost track of time. So, and I've of course heard about the drama, the with Gary Haddock here, the crunch and everything, and all that here. But today we received news that indeed it's been confirmed here that Genlock is indeed greenlit for a second season. But there is a catch, as you can tell by the title of this video here. Apparently, season 2 is not going to premiere on Rooster Teeth's website, but rather it will premiere on a new streaming service that hasn't even been released yet, called HBO Max. And in fact, I got the article right here, right now. Here, we're gonna check it out. Now, as you can tell, this comes from the Rooster Teeth blog right here. And the news is that HBO Max orders a second season of Rooster Teeth's Genlock. So, yeah, apparently HBO was the one who ordered the second season. Maybe I probably learned more here, but yes, we're excited to announce that HBO Max has filed up Genlock for a second season. The first season of Genlock, which premiered earlier this year on Rooster Teeth, followed by a successful television run on Cartoon Network's Toonami, and a home media release. In addition to the DC Comics currently producing a slate of Genlock comic books meant to bridge the gap between seasons. And season 2 of Genlock will premiere on HBO Max, and this is a kicker here. 90 days later, will be available on Rooster Teeth for first members. 90 days later. The people who are making this show, they are not allowed to show it on their site first. Instead, they're gonna have to wait 90 days after the show premiered on a separate streaming site that hasn't been released yet. Continuing on here, we are proud to bring Genlock's bold vision, inventive style, and extraordinary cast to HBO Max, and to build on the success of our partners at Rooster Teeth and Outlier Societies have crafted so skillfully, said Billy Wee, Senior Vice President of Original Animation, HBO Max. We are beyond excited to produce a second season of Genlock for HBO Max. Co-founder Billy D. Oh boy, yeah. So it's a lot of flowering and piling and thing. Thank you. Yeah. Now the release date and more info of following months. So yeah, we're gonna have more release date info. But until then, we can still watch. Yeah, and here's a picture of the Jake's chases Holon right there. That's cool and all. So yeah, this is clearly a system seller here, or rather a service seller here, using Genlock, because it has had incredible success on TV. Actually, it's like at one point it got like in the top like the top 10 list of most viewed shows or something. I forgot what exactly, but yeah, it was received very positively on TV broadcasts. And I do understand that after the whole restructuring of Rooster Teeth, well, they are more in line to rather provide their services to their shows to other outlets, more traditional outlets. And it kind of makes sense that they go for HBO here because HBO and Rooster Teeth are all owned by Warner Brothers. It's also why DC Comics is the one making the Genlock comics because DC is owned by WB. That's why every DC movie we see the WB logo on it. So I can understand that, but why premiere it? I really don't like the fact that it is premiering here. I feel like, and I hate to say this here, is like the whole Rooster Teeth is Doom talk again, which has been going online for a while now here, but not Doom, but it looks like eventually Rooster Teeth will just become I don't know what here, but it will change. I know that Rooster Teeth is changing here, but I can't tell right now if it's changing for better or worse here. But then we get to a report courtesy of Hollywood Reporter here, which puts a bit more light on things here, and let me just read it up. Genlock renewed for second season as HBO Max Rooster Teeth sets first partnership. So, yes, like I said, this is something Rooster Teeth has been trying to do more of an outreach here for just basically provide for other channels here. Like, they make the product, but they don't bring it out. That's what I've been hearing. Anyhow, so going here, both platforms are indeed part of the Warner Media family. HBO Max and corporate sibling Rooster Teeth are sharing content. In a first of its kind move, Rooster Teeth's mecha animated series, Genlock, has been renewed for a second season on HBO Max. The streaming platform will have a first window for the series featuring a voice cast. We already know this about the voice cast here. Rooster Teeth, which like HBO Max is also owned by Warner Media, will premiere the new season 90 days later on its Rooster Teeth for First member. So yeah, same thing here. And yeah, okay. The move arrived 6 months after season 1 of half-hour series launched on Rooster Teeth and 5 months after Rooster Teeth parent company Otter Media was realigned and folded into Warner Media Group here and its CEO. Okay, so yeah, this is what all the drama has been happening here. We saw that here, but now if we go down here, we got like more stuff here, like what HBO Max is about here. Genlock is the latest animated offering to be set up at HBO Max. The Warner Media-backed streaming platform expected to debut in the spring at a cost of around $15 a month. It joins Adventure Time and a reimagined version of Earth, the Boondocks, an adult-focused Gremlins, The Secrets of the Mogwai, the Little Ellen, a kid-focused short-form series. So yeah, we can tell already that HBO Max, they have more stuff here. I mean, I can understand, but at the same time, $15 a month. For the record, people, right now, even though Rooster Teeth raised their prices on the first subscription service, you're still only paying $6 a month in comparison. Now, I know that I've been made aware that this could change here on HBO Max here. Could be anywhere between $8 to $12 a month. And they do have more shows here like than what Rooster Teeth has right now. We go to a list right here. We got the content and everything like that and all the shows here. From Adventure Time, the Boondocks, of course, they got Sesame Street. Yeah, so they got a lot of, they got some Dune stuff here. They got a lot of comment from various studios here. The Doom Patrol right here. Here is Genlock, the Gremlins. So yeah, you can already see they have a lot more content here. So it makes sense that they charge more here. Well, to that I have two things here. One, I'm not gonna get this for two reasons actually. One is because I'm loyal to Rooster Teeth and want to provide for them here, so I'll just stick to them and maybe wait out. And the second reason, it's far more pragmatic a reason. It's cheaper. I've been cutting some monthly subscription renewal things because I'm paying a lot and I can't. Money's tight, so even if the price can shift, is it gonna get as low as currently Rooster Teeth's $6? No, not with the content they've got, and they gotta pay people. So I'm sticking to Rooster Teeth. But the issue with having HBO Max premiere, like it takes 3 months, waiting 3 months for this stuff to premiere on Rooster Teeth, is because, well, how many people who are only a first member for one show here, and let's be honest, there are those people who are first members just for either one or two shows here or whatever, are gonna decide to cancel their subscription to Rooster Teeth and move to HBO. Because we can say, oh, come on, who's gonna do that? Like, come on. There are those that are impatient. There are those that are impulsive like that. And let's be honest, many of us, myself included, were one of those people back then. I was impulsive. I was impatient. I wanted it now. Do I have to pay more? Okay, whatever. I'll pay more because I get it now. There's a lot of people like that here. Now I've grown up, I've matured, but there's still plenty. So yes, you could say, well, okay, Rooster Teeth loses a small handful of people. That's still a handful that could be helping them stay up in the air, up for oxygen, creating content, stuff like that. So this has me worried here. Rooster Teeth is changing. And like I said, I cannot say if it's for the better or for the worse. But if they start losing more subscribers, it's gonna be for the worse. That's what I think anyhow. I mean, yes, because subscribers like myself help them stay afloat, help them grow, help them pay the people, and they've had so much restructuring as well here with even the creator, like Bernie Burns becoming just a creative producer. And a bunch of other stuff. Gary Haddock leaving. Was it the animator who made the sword dance between Valentina and Kazu? She left as well. I mean, granted it was for good cause, but this really makes me worried about the future of what will Rooster Teeth become, because unlike most people, I don't think Rooster Teeth will just disappear, but they will change to be something very different from how they started and what they are now, to the point where rather than taking out content, bringing it out to people, they'll just make it and have someone else bring it out. And I'm conflicted right now here. I mean, I really am here. I'm gonna stay here, but again, this problem is with Genlock coming out on HBO Max. That means leakage are gonna happen. Like, it's gonna clips, whole episodes, and whatnot are gonna be released online. Soon, people will be like, oh, well, I don't need to really be subscribed to Rooster Teeth anymore. Here, I can just HBO Max or just wait for it to come out. I mean, a lot of people do watch it illegally because the internet. One of those things where it's curious. I mean, this is a first of its kind here, and the only way I can think of, obviously, to counter this is to not subscribe to the new live service video of HBO Max here. And well, it's easy for me though, because I've never watched HBO. I don't plan on watching this. I'm naturally, like I said, so I'm a little emotional right now at this here, extremely emotionally conflicted actually, because I know things are changing here. I mean, Rooster Teeth is getting more, I hate the word, corporate. But is it doomed? No, I mean, they already announced that they're making like two more volumes here. They have been greenlit. I don't see any problem here. The worst that could happen is eventually like those two volumes, they're not shown first on Rooster Teeth's site here. They're shown on HBO Max as well, which if that happens, then I get extraordinarily worried and think things are changing for the worse. I mean, I'm happy we got a second season coming here. I am excited here. Thank the maker, but what's the future of Rooster Teeth like at this point? A lot of people have already been saying, speculating, screaming to the heavens, it's dead. I'm holding out hope that that's not true. However, it's quite clear that the Rooster Teeth that we've all known is going right now through the inevitable. It's changing. They've grown to the point where they can no longer be like we remember them when they first started with that little machinima of red versus blue. Speaking of machinima, they could even go the same fate as machinima here with the whole Doom thing because we know what happened to machinima. I don't know. I mean, for all we know, if it does die, the people of Rooster Teeth will get absorbed into HBO Max, and well, at least they'll still have their jobs. That's a good thing. So, everyone, tell me what you all think about this. What are your thoughts about all this here? I mean, the fact Genlock is gonna premiere not in RT's site, but rather on a streaming service that will not be released until spring of 2020. And then it's going to have to wait 90 days for the show to start premiering on the very site that created it in the first place. Tell me in the comment sections down below, what do you all think about this? Until then, this is Mecha-san. See you next time.